What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. Very exciting today as the Legends League has been overhauled, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know in this video. Operation Blue Skies. It is. Clouding is gone. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss out on any of my videos. So how has the Legends League changed? Once you get over 5,000 trophies, you can sign up for the Legends League and you will be given 8 attacks per day. That is right, you will be pooled up against other players and you gain up to 40 trophies per attack. Now that depends on a number of factors, and towards the end of the video I do have a table showing exactly how the trophies will be given out. Now you don't lose anything on offense. Even if you lose the raid, you won't lose any trophies from that, but you also take the same amount of defenses. So you have 8 attacks, but also 8 people can attack you, so it really will be the best of the best that will climb the trophy ranks. You can see some of the information in the background here. Shields are not for taking defenses anymore. You can be attacked even when you are online, and you can do your 8 attacks at your own convenience. We're going to show you gameplay of that today, and a couple of the attacks that I did here up in Legends League in order to show you exactly how the trophies are calculated, exactly how the loot is calculated, and show you what happens at the end of the day. Because when you sign up, you will first have a timer, you can see that, and when you are then pooled with 8 other players, then you can start attacking. Now your star bonus is exactly the same. The amount of loot that you will gain from a raid in terms of farming is based on the strength of the base. So a lot of this is similar to how Clan Wars is set up, and essentially you don't lose anything on defense in terms of your loot. Now what about defense itself? How do you set that up if people are going to be attacking you? Well, first you need to set up your layout, and I am happy to tell you that actually the friendly challenge rules apply here, and that's a good thing, because if you could build a base and just put it up there, you would have 8 different people attacking you, and you could potentially have 8 different ways of taking out an enemy base in war, or 8 different ideas, if that makes sense. So the friendly challenge rules apply to your base, but every day you can obviously update it. Now you can set your clan castle troops as well. You actually have to have these troops within your clan castle. I don't know why I have 3 witches and 2 wall breakers. That was from a video we did a couple of days ago where we took the level 65 queen into the dragon's lair alongside the skeleton spells. If you want to see that, I will link it at the end. However, all you need to do in order to change this is request the clan castle troops that you want, and you could change this throughout the Legends League. You will see that as people attack you, you will be taking defenses, they will go on your defense log. You could decide to change the defensive layout and the CC troops as you move along. So once you've got the troops that you actually want to use, you would just head into this area, choose your defending CC troops, and you don't have to keep updating it. They will be there. So all you need to do once you have set your defending CC troops is worry about the ones that you're going to take on offense. So once you've set the defense ones here, I'm going to take a lava hound and a baby dragon. I can then dump them out of my clan castle, take the ones that I want for offense, and for my first attack, I think I'm going to use the one that is most prevalent in the meta right now, the P.E.K.K.A. Bobat. So once you have been matched, you can see that we have 8 matches here, and I can do these 8 matches at my convenience. Every Legend League day will give you 8 attacks that you can do and 8 defenses. If you drop below 5,000 trophies within a given day, you will drop out of the Legend League. So you will go back to the regular Titan League, and you'd have to get back up to 5,000 before you can get back into the Legends League. Now, if you qualify into Legends League and you voluntarily want to drop out, essentially you've got to just put up a horrible base and do not attack and allow yourself yourself to take them 8 defenses. Remember, you won't actually lose any loot on offense. So this is one of the attacks. I'm going to show you just 2 of them that we did in the Legends League, a Pekka Bobat and then a Queen charge into the miners. So for the Pekka Bobat, I'm first trying to set that funnel up using the baby dragon, having a little bit of issue there with that archer tower, the electro dragon should we say, and eventually we get it down, but it's not really good value. Now again, this isn't like Clan War Leagues. You cannot see this base before you attack it, so it is similar to multiplayer how it is now, in that you cook your army and you can't see the base, you can't next it, you can't cut out of here and come back. When you click find a match, give me that next base, it is there and that's it. You can't go out of there and then choose the army for the base. You've got to still have that multiplayer style army, so you've just got to have them backup plans. As we come in with the wall wrecker, we get the town hall, and I have the jump spell to provide us access that a little bit further into the base, and I'm just waiting of my troops getting to the center before I start to throw the bats around the base itself. So I'm going to come into that area where there's the multi and 2 wizard towers with the bats here, and actually I thought my king was tanking the wizard tower at the top, but he ran out of radius and we had to then use the freeze spells. But not to worry, they are going to take down them splash damage defenses anyway. It just means I don't really have anything for the back end wizard tower here, so I do try and distract that with a wizard here in a second, which was meant for cleanup, but it is out of range of the wizard tower. I've just got to let the bats and the Pekkas come through, and I will speed the end of the attack up here. Now, for those of you that might not have noticed, the loot was brilliant to start off with, and that is a set amount. The loot is based on the strength of the town hall. Again, similar to Clan War Leagues, that will change depending on the strength of the base you're going up against, and I am not taking this loot from the attacker. The attacker, they don't lose this loot, is what I'm saying. When you're on defense, you don't lose loot either. It's just generated loot for the game, and Supercell has looked at the amount that, generally speaking, there is in the game, the amount that they think that you should get per a maxed out Town Hall 12, and that's how much you will get per raid. You can also see that trophies in Legends, 40. How crazy is that? And again, at the end of the video, I'll show you how that is calculated. In this one, 100%, you're getting all 40 trophies. But do not forget that you're also taking an equal amount of defenses as you are offenses. So you have to do better on offense than you do defense. Here's that Queen Charge minor attack that we talked about. And let me tell you that every single percentage matters. It's no longer about the 1-star, 2-star, 3-star and an even split. The trophies are distributed based on the amount of stars, but also the amount of percent, and the more percent you get, the more trophies you will get. So again, I'm going to have a little chart at the end so that you can see that. I hope this is making sense, guys, and if you've got any questions for the Legends League, put them down in the comments. I will try my best to answer them. I've had a little bit of time here on the developer build in order to get the hang of it and bring it to you in the form of this sneak peek. The Clash of Clans update is coming pretty soon, and again, I've got lots of other videos on my channel, so be sure to check them out as well. Leave a like if you are hyped for it. But for the Queen Charge Miner, I actually pressed the Grand Warden's ability here to try and save the Wall Wrecker, but it went down just before the ability because I want to push in towards that Town Hall, try and clear an area for the miners. That's what you need to do. So we've got the Queen coming into this area. Again, I put the Grand Warden in order to try and help with the Wall Wrecker because I had a decent amount of distance to go before the Town Hall. Now, in order to try and save on time here, I put the King at the top alongside just a couple of wizards to help. That is to create the funnel and pathing for the miners. With any miner attack, it is all about pathing them into the base. Once the Queen or the King as well have done their job, the miners can come through straight onto the Town Hall. They're not going to be worried about the Giga Bomb, they can get straight through that. And again, the 2 stars you will be rewarded for. You'll see that in a second. You want to still get the stars, but you need to maximize on percentage. So it very much is like the Clan War Leagues, but again, you are not getting to see this base. As soon as you click go on my next attack, you're given the base. You can't next, you can't exit out. Again, I'm stressing this stuff to you guys so you don't make these mistakes when you get to Legends League, and you will be locked in for a Legends day. So again, every day you will be pooled up against 8 different bases, and it means you will take 8 different defenses. Now, higher up in the game itself, when clouds were a thing, 8 bases would be a good amount. I believe Supercell have looked at this across the range. What is the average people were getting? And especially in them higher trophy ranges, 8 bases is a lot more than what people were getting. So hopefully it means that people's time can be managed a little bit more, and the leaderboards can be more of a skill-based system up here in Legends, instead of those that simply have the time and that is it. You can do your 8 attacks all together. Let me know if you want to see streams of that, or videos of me just doing my 8 Legend League attacks. I think it would be pretty cool. Now with the miners, we are going to run out of time, but ultimately run out of strength here towards the end of the base. And I did do a couple of other attacks as well. However, I just wanted to show you them two of my favourite strategies. Once you have done all 8 of your attacks, again, here is the screen as you're moving through them. Once you've done it, this is the screen you will get. All of your attacks are complete. Legends League Day completed in 8 hours. So we'll come back in a second and show you exactly what that looks like, as well as showing you the trophies and how they are broken down. You can purely have a look at your attack log. And as you will see here, we did get the 2-star on all of the bases bar 1. Carbon Fin, we tried on that one an Electron, but again, you don't know the base you're coming up against. So I was messing around, had my Electron, didn't quite suit that base. Beaker's Lab there with the Troll base, getting it done as well. And we had a couple of bases that, again, this is the developer build, they really weren't measured up. And that's where you can see the loot is different as well. Even though we got the 100% on them lower level bases, we got like 500 golden elixir. So what about the trophies? How do you gain up to 40 trophies? Well, here is a breakdown of exactly that. Okay, let's start with the trophies here before we move on to the numbers for the loot. You will remain in Legends League once you've hit over 5,000 trophies, and you will drop back out of there to the regular matchmaking when you are below 4,900. Now, the amount of trophies earned is purely based on how well you perform with your attack. So you no longer have to worry about losing trophies on offense. Even if you do not get a star, you can still get trophies, but you are taking the same amount of defenses. So even if you get a 0 star here, you will get 0 trophies for a 0 star, but plus 1 trophies for every 10% damage you do to the base. So a 40% 0 star, you will get 4 trophies. So you're not losing, but just know your opponent, when you take that defense at the same time, is probably going to do better, so you will be in negative balance. And again, each day, it's across the 8 attacks and defenses. You might hit lucky, you might not take all 8 defenses, but I doubt it. For 1 star, you will get 5 trophies, plus 1 trophy for each additional 9% over 1%. For 2 stars, this is where it gets better. You will get 16 trophies plus 1 trophy for each 3% over 50%. So you've got to get 50% to get the 2 stars. But then let's say you get 80%, you get an extra 10 trophies on top of that. So you would get 26 trophies. Pretty cool, right? That is where the skill-based really comes in trying to maximize the amount of percent you get. It's not just the amount of stars, it is percent now as well. And for the full 3 stars, you will take home all 40 trophies. Now in terms of loot, it is a little bit different up here in Legends League than regular farming. Loot is not taken from a defending village. When you are attacked as well, the opponent is not taking your loot. So essentially you cannot lose loot up in Legends League. You can think of this similar to the builder base and how that mechanic works. And in terms of how much loot you get, it is similar to the clan war leagues. Every base is given an amount of loot depending on how heavily upgraded that is. Now the amount of loot available for a maxed out Town Hall 12 is 450,000 gold, 550,000 elixir and 6.5k dark elixir. So Supercell are obviously looking at the stats here and thinking that elixir is a little bit more important. Now why do you think that is? It's because of your army. When you are cooking armies, you need more elixir in order to fund that as well. So Supercell has taken that into account, and this is the number they've came up with. Now, prior to the update, which is what this sneak peek is, these numbers can always change, and I'm sure Supercell will tweak them as things go on. Weaker bases will have a lower amount of loot. You've seen that earlier on in the video. Star bonuses will remain the same though. So again, when you get your 5 stars and your loot bonus, that all remains the same. So that is how you get your loot in the Legends League. So that is actually it, guys. I have logged in the next Legends Day, as it is called. You can see at the bottom left, and I was kind of thinking that we would see a screen, a little summary, the 8 attacks that I did versus the 8 defenses, and a total, how many trophies I gained or lost. Maybe this is at the end of the Legends League day, and I am 31 minutes late. I don't know. I'm hoping for that. But any of you guys that were watching my trophy count as the video went through, you probably did realize that my trophy count was updating in real time, very much like when you do an attack and a defense currently. That is how the trophy system was working there. So even though you have all of this pooled, it's not like you gain a massive amount of trophies at the end of the Legends League day. It was adding and subtracting as we went along. So that is it in terms of Operation Blue Skies. Personally, I am very excited about this. I am certainly going to be pushing to Legends, and it's going to be a lot more manageable. The reason I haven't been there is because it takes too long. You're in the clouds, it is frustrating, and that's just getting to Legends. Never mind those people that are really higher up. And if that is you, if you are one of them players that has been in the clouds, that has been high trophy pushing, I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Please share what you think. I'll be very interested to hear your thoughts. And if you guys want to see the video where we took the brand new level 65 Archer Queen into the Dragon's Lair in order to try and take it down, we referenced that earlier on. I have linked that video there for you. Be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell because we have lots more update gameplay coming. But that wraps it up for the brand new Legends League and Operation Blue Skies. Until next time, peace out, guys.